Welcome, Capricorn. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. It is a love reading. September 10th through October 10th. Energies moving forward, taking a look at current situation, influences around that. Using the Somnia Tarot for the reading, using Radiant Wise Tarot for clarifying. And I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles. What do our Capricorns need to know for their love life for September through October? Okay, what do we got going on? Okay, let's do this. Current situation is Nine of Wands. Past influence, Two of Swords. Present influence, Page of Pentacles. Negative, Knight of Wands. Positive, King of Cups. What you don't see, Ace of Pentacles. What to look for, Five of Wands. Unexpected, Fool. Nice challenge. Five of Swords. Future influence, the Emperor. And where is the outcome here? Page of Cups. Nice. And where does this lead? Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and Six of Coins. King of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. So I would say there feels, okay, so the King of Wands has a lot of energy and is really motivated and goes for something really quickly. And there's a lot of oomph to what they do. They don't overthink things, but they are action people. So they're going to get things moving, get things going. And I feel like with that King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, I feel like that's kind of been your mode, like really pushing forward on something that's really important to you and putting a lot of energy behind it. And I think that's why right now you're in a position of Nine of Wands. You're tired, kind of, you're feeling like, is this really going to work? Are things going to pan out? You're in a position right now where you're tired, or you're considering maybe not going through with something. And that's the feeling I'm getting. Now, the past influence was the Two of Swords. There was something here where you had to make a choice and you had to put something down, and you did. And with that led to this forward movement, which was great until it became very hard. And not necessarily, there's something here about like I'm working, and I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. It's that kind of energy. And although you are, because there is a discovery that's going to be happening here really soon, if it hasn't happened already. Page of Pentacles is about putting the hard work. Look, he's dug that really deep hole. It's a lot of work. And then on top of it, he finds and he discovers his pentacle here. So this is about that discovery. And you were putting a lot of effort into something, Nine of Wands, and you have made a discovery of some sort. Can you tell me about this discovery? Let's clarify that card. I do feel like there's definitely something new happening here with Ace of Pentacles and what you don't see, the Fool and Unexpected. There is a little bit of how much energy to put into something. So we'll keep going. Page of Pentacles and present influence. Queen of Cups. Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups. Yeah, you've discovered like, I mean, there is somebody waiting here. Like there's this real passionate energy, and there is a relationship forming, or actually kind of leveling up here with the Ten of Cups. And that's what you're discovering. I think you're discovering that there's a lot of passion that you have for somebody. And I feel like it's this Queen of Cups. Now, Queen of Cups doesn't have to be a female. It could be a male, but and even if it's female, and you're a female, this could, and I don't want to get over wordy, but I feel like this Queen of Cups is you discovering not only the love, but the passion behind something, and that you really want it. or it is another person. So depending on your relationships. But whatever it is, I mean, it feels really good. Like there is, but again, it's got a wand in there. So there's a lot of passion here. And I feel like that's what the King of Wands is too. And the Nine of Wands, it's not always easy to deal with that kind of passion, moving forward. And the Ten of Cups, though, reminds me too that this is such a good discovery. Now, I think it's more like the passion part of it that's really kind of intrigued you. But it's also made it hard. So the Knight of Wands is in the negative. Now, this Knight of Wands is moving away from the whole reading. So I feel like there might be a feeling that you're moving backwards with that Nine of Wands in current situation. So the Knight of Wands is heading in another direction, going, you may feel like you're spinning your wheels, in other words. So I'm getting that energy with those two cards put together, like, okay, am I getting anywhere? I feel like I keep going backwards, and am I doing it? Am I getting anywhere? And it's kind of like, I think the cards are asking you to get out of that mode, because I don't think you're going backwards at all, not from according to the cards. The Queen of Cups or the King of Cups is in your positive, or your strengths, positive. And this positive energy is really, I feel like it's really you just going with the flow here. Like there is an energy that you could go with the flow, or this could be someone else that's going with the flow. I think it's you, but you are able to do this. And I think what the reading is asking of you, or to recognize, it's not asking you to do anything. Recognizing, maybe you just need to like float a little bit and not put so much energy in, because you're really like, whoo. And it's asking you just to kind of take a moment, go with the flow a little bit. You've got it in you to do that. And that will actually, because it's in the positive, it will allow things to settle in for you as well. Like don't have these high expectations of something happening like right now. There's so much energy at the top of this reading, and this is asking you to settle it down a little bit. Just enjoy the ride, go with it, like just enjoy it. And you have it in you to do so. What you don't see is the Ace of Pentacles. There is definitely a new beginning, a new opportunity. And the Ace of Pentacles is always really a good opportunity. I feel like too, it has something to do with that discovery in the Page of Coins. To me, this is a total discovery type card, learning something, finding something, but comes from hard work. And that hard work is paying off, because there is something that you don't see yet that's starting to develop. Now, the Ace of Pentacles too, keep in mind, is an ace that has a lot of roots to it. So once it starts, it grows. It's not fleeting. It's not anything like that. But I do feel like there's something in the background here. You don't see it yet. And that's fine. You will see it, because you got the unexpected being the Fool. What to look for is the Five of Wands. Again, we're going to go back to that King of Cups, saying, okay, take it easy, go with the flow a little bit, just allow yourself to enjoy the moment. And this is asking, how much energy do you really need to give something? Because in this card specifically, with a bellows pointing to candles, if you go too heavy, those candles go out. So look for a happy medium here, because you want to keep the candles lit, but you don't want to put so much energy behind them that the flame just goes away. And that's what Spirit's saying, just look for that energy to really embrace the moderation of the energy that you're putting in. Because we've got the go with the flow, and this card to me, it's really just saying, kind of just let things happen. Give it just enough energy to keep it going. You want to give it energy, absolutely. And you need to give it fuel. But if you give it too much, you could burn out. You could burn out. And especially with the Nine of Wands up at the top, you could burn out. So just know that in ahead of time. The Fool comes in as unexpected. To me, this is a release. So in this deck, and it's really hard to see because these decks are hard, but he was tied to this bed and he's gotten free from those ties. And again, he's taking his journal with him. So all of the notes he's made, all of the lessons he's learned, he's like, I'm free and I'm going. I'm going. I'm going to jump. I'm going to go. I got myself untied from this bed, and I just need to have something new. And I feel like that's your energy going, this is working. I think once you settle it down a little bit, you're able to just jump in and go, I'm doing this. I'm going all out. I'm going to do it. And the Fool is nice because it's got a lot of innocence to it. So again, that's jumping in with no expectations. It's just saying, I'm going to do it. I have no expectations. I'm not setting expectations. I'm just going to do this. And I think that's really where the reading is leading you to think about having over expectations, putting too much energy in instead of just enjoying the ride. And the Fool is all about that. And so is the King of Cups. He's just enjoying himself, enjoying that. And the Fool is saying, I'm just going to jump in and I'm going to enjoy the journey. The Five of Swords is in your challenge. Again, we're going back to how much energy to put into something. So this is really an important message for you. If you're putting so much energy in that you're going to burn yourself out, be careful, because he's all tied up and he's trying to reach these swords. He can't reach them because he's tied up. So does he keep just going for trying to reach these swords when he can't get there anyway? So you're trying for something that you can't get or that's not accessible to you right now. It doesn't mean it won't be. It doesn't mean that this can't be that. It just means that your own expectations may be holding you back. And so really think about like that and how to move forward with that. The Emperor is in your future influence. Taking control a little bit, being a leader, coming in and going, being a strong leader, but being a kind leader. And I'm saying that because the Emperor can be a mean person. But it is saying, you kind of taking that control back, like it's almost like taking back the control that you don't have to have control. Does that make sense? Leading without having to have control of everything. Being okay with that, being confident in that, being confident in yourself. And that is kind of what will be, that energy will be overseeing you. You're going to have that confidence, you're inside yourself, within you, to do whatever it is you need to do. And that leads to the outcome, which is the Page of Cups. There is a gift coming to you that definitely has to do with love. With the Page of Cups, for sure, 100%, here's an offer. You'll either be extending an offer or someone will be extending an offer to you regarding a relationship, love to some degree. Even if it's not love, it's going to be a romantic type relationship, that will have a chance to grow, to be honest. It leads to the Nine of Pentacles. My phone is going like crazy. It's a group text, and like everybody, has to answer. Group texts drive me nuts. Nine of Pentacles. They do. I mean, they're fine if you're just sitting there having a conversation, but then they come back in and Nine of Pentacles is where this leads. I feel like what happens in the near future, especially once this offer comes in or once you've made an offer, that this is you really seeing how far you've come. I feel like there's a lot of things that you're learning here, especially about trying to lessen the control and trying to put energy, but not so much. It's hard to do sometimes. And I think this Nine of Pentacles is really about seeing what you've accomplished, understanding what you've accomplished. And then after that, it goes to the Queen of Wands, which I do believe comes back that passion. I think it just is the King of Wands. It comes back around. And the passion's still there and it's still united. But the cool thing is it leads to the Six of Pentacles, which I believe there's going to feel like a more even give and take in this relationship or this situation. You're going to feel definitely more, you're going to feel like it's definitely even. And I like that. I like that energy a lot to where this leads. So I'm going to pull an advice card for our Capricorns. What is advice for our Capricorns for this love reading? Piece of advice, please. Seven of Wands. I mean, still stick to your guns, right? Know that you can protect yourself and without hiding. He's on the upper, he has upper ground, he's with higher ground. And so he's winning, but he's protecting what's his. And I think that is saying it's okay to protect yourself to a certain degree. Now, anytime we're dealing with love, and that's hard because sometimes I'll say, don't overprotect yourself, because it's hard to find love if you are closed off. If you're saying, no, I'm not going to be vulnerable. No, I'm not going to let anyone see my feelings. I might get hurt. And believe you me, we all deal with that. And this is kind of saying, remember, if you're really wanting love, true love, and you really want a nice, good relationship, you have to let your guard down a little bit. But it's also, I mean, I believe in any relationship, don't go in there being a giver without getting and say, you know, this is what I need. You know, I'll give you what you need. You tell me what you need. I'll tell you what I need. What can we live with and what can we, you know, the hierarchy. Sometimes there's things that are no-goes, right? But there's some things that, you know, we just have to understand about each other. And I think that's about communicating too. It's fine to stick up for what you want, but in a relationship, it's very important to communicate it. So there you have it, Capricorn. I hope you like this. I feel like things are going to be really good for you here pretty soon. It's just you're tired. And I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. Hit the thumbs up, please, and take care. Have a beautiful day.